How's it going, dudes and dudettes? This is House Arrest Pro back with another Resident Evil 3 video. Today we're going to start a new series. I kind of came up with this idea. Here's the thing. Everybody and their brother is playing this game on YouTube right now. So I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm kind of new, obviously. What's going to make somebody want to watch my videos over someone else's? The way we're going to do this series is going to be called ... for newbies. Okay, this playthrough guide is basically for those that aren't familiar with the Resident Evil 3 genre, the story. They aren't familiar with the game itself. Maybe you just picked up this game. Maybe you didn't play RE2. Maybe you've never played a Resident Evil 2 or a Resident Evil game before in your life. And for some reason, you're starting with this one. And that's okay. There's a lot of people who can't afford to buy games, as soon as they come out, just one game after another. And so you might have never played Resident Evil before. So what I'm going to be doing is kind of taking things a little bit slower, play through, try to explain things the best that I can. Alright, so here we go. And we're going to do this with more than just this game. So the name of this series again is ... which is whatever we're playing for newbies. Alright, so this is Resident Evil 3. Okay, to kind of give you a little bit of a storyline. In Resident Evil 1, which is obviously where it all starts, a STARS team, which is STARS is an elite group / force within a city's police department, and that's called Raccoon City PD, which is the name of the city. Okay, much like a SWAT team would be a small group inside a police station in any town. So STARS team went to check out some strange events that were going on inside this mansion out in the middle of nowhere. So they get out there and then they lose radio contact. They can't message back to their people to let them know what's going on. So they send in a second STARS team. All right, this is the B team, to go find out what in the hell happened to the A team. In this game, you are playing as a member of that team, of the STARS team. Your name is Jill Valentine. Yes, you're a female. Okay, so this is nothing new to her. She knows what's going on. In the first game, okay, you went through this mansion, you found out all about this company called Umbrella. Now, the Umbrella Corporation is a pharmaceutical company as their front, basically. Behind the scenes, the Umbrella Corporation is actually, yes, they are a pharmaceutical company. However, they are doing tests with different viruses, okay? Why? They are trying to use viruses as a term of warfare, basically, or to create bioweapons. Okay, so obviously that's how this whole thing got started. They lose, basically, whether intentionally or on purpose, they lose containment of this virus that they are working on, which causes a zombie outbreak. So in Resident Evil 1, you play through the mansion, you manage to get the hell out of there. You actually have data which shows that the Umbrella Corporation is responsible for this outbreak. And now this is kind of where we pick up. So you are threatening to expose the Umbrella Corporation. You've made it out of the mansion alive, good to go, and that's where we're picking up. Okay, again, the name is Jill Valentine. We are actually going to play through this, even though I've beat it and I've unlocked everything at this point. We're just going to play it on standard.
This pandemic has spread faster than any disease in modern history.
Angry mobs roam the city, commercial buildings.
Authorities are bracing for more rioting tonight.
Fires burning, there are people being...
He was knocked unconscious in severe life.
A citywide emergency has been declared.
The CDC has quarantined the lower Midwestern region of the U.S.
Commitment, honesty, integrity, these are the core values that create the foundation for Umbrella.
Not sure if I'd use honesty, integrity to describe the Umbrella Corporation or not.
It's this foundation that will continue to build a brighter future for all of us.
Now this guy that you're seeing right now, he is the Nemesis, okay? He was actually created as a bioweapon by the Umbrella Corporation with one goal. His goal is to find and destroy anyone that was escaped the mansion, basically, in Resident Evil 1. Why? So he can find them, destroy them, to keep them from basically exposing the Umbrella Corporation. So basically, he is coming after you with a vengeance. Not just you, but anyone else, any other survivors from that first game. And you'll find out that you are not alone. You're not the only one. So you're waking up here in your apartment. Obviously it's storming. Now another thing, because I'm having difficulties getting my PlayStation to upload full-length 1 hour long episodes, these episodes are going to be broken down into 30-minute long videos. So we'll start with this 30-minute long video, which will be part 1, and we'll pick it up with part 2, so on and so forth, until we complete a game. After this game, we'll go move on to another game. I will try my best to stay in the whole horror, action / survival genre, because that is my personal preference, my personal favorite. And you know, if you guys have any requests as far as other games or anything later on, be sure and let me know. So as a survivor of everything that went down in the mansion, you're obviously dealing with a little bit of PTSD. This is supposed to pick up pretty soon after that incident. So, you know, you haven't had time to expose the Umbrella Corporation yet, but you are definitely planning on doing so. So we're just waking up inside our apartment, see the light on, hear the water running in our bathroom here. That is you, Jill Valentine. And again, you're not just a civilian. You are you're a part of an elite force inside of a police department. No. Luckily, Just a nightmare.
Gets worse every night.
Now again, anybody can watch these videos, but they are specifically going to be designed for people who really don't know the series. You know, with games that are as awesome as these games, I wouldn't want someone who has the opportunity to play through it to not do so or be deterred from doing so simply because they don't know the whole story behind it. So that's kind of the perspective we're going to be taking. So like I said, obviously she survived the incident. She's struggling, having nightmares.
Then I can kiss this town goodbye.
Obviously planning on leaving in 3 days. Now these are just different memos. I'm not going to read them. However, I will give ample time for someone to pause and then read each individual page. This is saying it's been 2 months since the mess with Umbrella as far as the mansion incident. These are the T virus is the virus that, you know, they lost containment with, the one that's causing the outbreak. These are the different ways you can get infected as far as a bite from an infected individual, contact with crows, which have eaten infected carrion, and you know, you cannot rule out airborne infection. Just a little bit of information about the virus. A little bit more about the Umbrella Corporation. Focuses on military weapon development while maintaining cover as a pharmaceutical company, secretly developing bioweapons. The mansion incident, which is where it all starts with Resident Evil 1. Conspiring with Raccoon City's leadership as far as, you know, they're obviously in cahoots with the mayor. Basically, this is just saying they're watching you in your home. You're not sure if it's members of the Umbrella Corporation or, you know, co-workers in the STARS team or from the police department. Message from a colleague. Hey, hot shot, how you holding up? Got suspended basically for everything that went down for asking questions about it. This is from a gentleman named Brad Vickers, who is also a member of the STARS Alpha team, who was there and has firsthand knowledge about everything that happened at the mansion. So obviously, with you and Mr. Brad here being the survivors of the mansion incident, which started the whole thing, and now with Mr. Nemesis coming to find anyone with that information, you know, it's not just yourself who is a target. Mr. Vickers is as well. Well, no nosebleed this time. No turning into a zombie.
Who could that be?
However, we do have a phone call.
Hello?
Jill, are you okay?
Brad, is that you?
Listen, you gotta
Mr. Vickers.
What are you talking about?
I don't have time to explain. You gotta get out of there right now.
All right, let me grab my...
This is Mr. Nemesis. Him attempting to take you out and you attempting to escape the city is the basic premise and storyline behind this entire video game. Obviously, he is one bad mofo.
What the hell is that thing?
So obviously Brad found out about him, though we're not really sure how, but was attempting to warn us with that phone call. Just a little too late.
Gotta get out of here. What the hell?
With the outbreak going on here in Raccoon City, obviously the city is going to hell in a handbasket. Don't fall. Oh, well. Try to be a little more quiet in the opening of these videos so you guys can enjoy the full opening scenes. Let us get the hell out of here.
Jill? Over here!
There is Brad.
You okay?
Thanks for the warning, bruh.
Damn to find though. But right now it's got a hard on for the only two stars left in town. You and me. I'm not sticking around. Just look around you. The longer we wait, the more screwed we are.
Alright, well, let's go.
So fast.
I don't know. One fucked up thing always leads to another. It's like Arclay on steroids.
We noticed that that line there. It's like Arclay on steroids. Arclay was the name of the location of the mansion incident, so that's what he was referring to.
Brad! Here they come!
In here!
There's so many.
Zombies everywhere. Nice sign throw, bro.
Door behind you, go!
Don't think about it. We're gonna make a run for it.
Come on, Jill. We know how this ends.
No, I don't.
Are we still a team?
Always.
Then do me a favor. Don't fuck up like I did. Go!
No, Brad.
I'm sorry, Brad. Sorry.
Quit apologizing. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. Okay, so with Brad now becoming a zombie buffet, you are pretty much on your own at this point. Okay.
Parking garage. Got it.
Stay back! Don't come any closer!
Hey, come on. There's a helicopter waiting to take you to safety.
What safety? I'm not going out there!
Come on, man, let me help you.
Isn't far. I can
The
take
only safe place is in here!
It's not very safe. You'll starve to
What's
death
your
in there.
name? I can't just leave you behind.
It's Dario Rosso. And yeah, right. You just want to steal my safe house. Get
Yeah.
your own, Missy.
Missy?
It's not exactly what I had in mind. Come on, man, let me help you.
I'm here to help.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you've been doing a bang-up job. You want to help? Go handcuff yourself to one of those freaks.
Okay, asshole, I'm trying to help you out
This is
here.
your
No
last
reason to be
chance.
rude.
No one else is coming for you.
I'm not going anywhere. I'd rather starve to death in here than be eaten by one of those undead monsters. Now leave me alone.
Alright, suit yourself. Starve to death then. I could care less. I can't interact with it anymore, so obviously I'm supposed to continue. Got some bullets for our handgun. Ooh, some doggies. How about a bullet? Now these are not just ordinary dogs. I don't want you people to think I'm just being cruel. These are zombie doggos. So damn sure don't want those things getting out. Alright, let's hurry up and get the hell to that roof. Sure, we'll take the elevator. If it weren't full of zombies.
Shit.
Ooh. Now, unlike a lot of the Resident Evil games, this game actually has a dodge mechanic, which is wonderful. Ammunition and other items are a very limited resource, so you know, if you have an opportunity to escape without wasting a shot and without taking a bite, definitely makes sense over wasting ammunition. Now there are some areas that you'll have to backtrack to, and in those areas it's a lot better to, at least in my own opinion, to drop a zombie to actually kill it so that it's not there waiting for you when you have to go back. Alright, let's go get on this helicopter and get the hell out of here. For those of you who guessed it wouldn't be that easy, you were correct. Mr. Nemesis has found us again. Let us escape in this awesome vehicle.
Start, damn it.
So cliche. Vehicle won't start in the horror movies or games. Personally, I would have chose to just drive around his ass and get the hell out of town, but hey, she decided to hit him. And as you probably guessed, even a classic Dodge Challenger to the face does not stop Mr. Nemesis. Otherwise, it would be a very short game. Stay away. Very Terminator 2 inspired.
Hey! Fuckface!
Help from an unexpected source. Meet Carlos. And we'll find out about who he is
I got you.
here in just a second.
What are you doing?
Name's Carlos. I'm saving you. Come on. Let's get you someplace safe. I think we're in the clear.
Hope so.
We've been bringing survivors here.
Here, where?
My guys have converted some subway cars into a shelter. It's safe.
I'm fine.
Personal space. Okay, I get it. Let's go. Oh, come on. Who's the dipshit to close this? Sorry, we're gonna have to go around.
Hey, what do you know about that monster?
Nothing. I've never seen anything like it. But it's no zombie. It knows what it wants and won't stop till it gets it. Don't you like that in a man?
No thanks. He's all yours.
Listen, I promise you're in good hands. I'm with the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service. UBCS for short.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you talking about? You don't have to trust me, but I'm going to the shelter. You coming? Come on, it's this way.
So we just found out that Mr. Carlos here also works for the Umbrella Corporation as a member of basically what amounts to a cleanup crew in case of you know, an emergency, which I would definitely call this. And we are now in the subway with Carlos and some of his co-workers.
Hey, Captain. This fine young lady could use our help.
Carlos, you didn't even think to ask fine young lady her name? She is an elite operative of RPD, Special Tactics and Rescue Service. Her name is something Valentine.
It's Jill.
Nice to meet you, Jill. I am UBCS Platoon Leader Mikhail Victor. My team was sent here to rescue civilians.
Right. How's that going for you?
The city is completely cut off, isolated. Most of the 100,000 civilians will wind up dead. Correction, undead. My platoon has suffered serious losses. Just keeping them alive is more than I can manage.
Well, you can thank your corporate overlords for that.
Yes. Well, we are doing all we can. If we can get this subway train moving, we can evacuate some survivors. But we need help. My men cannot do this alone.
All right. I'm in. But I am on their side, not yours.
Oh, hey. It's cool. We all want the same thing.
Thank you, Jill.
All right, Super Cop. Here you go. We can use this to stay in contact.
I know what a radio is.
Ooh.
Okay, first things first. We need to get you geared up. Head up to street level. You'll find supplies there.
All right.
Alright, so now we're attempting to help these guys who work for Umbrella get all of the civilians that they managed to get out safely. Okay, for those of you that don't know, as far as Resident Evil concerned, crafting items is a huge part of what you do. The things that you craft are things like ammunition and healing items, and in order to have enough to get through the game, you have to do quite a bit of this, actually. So yes, you might find some handgun bullets, you might get lucky, but a lot of times you might find things that you can use to craft those bullets. And that was just a basic guide that I just saw there to tell you a little bit more about crafting. So like a standard gunpowder and a standard gunpowder combined will give you handgun bullets. A standard gunpowder and a high-grade gunpowder combined will give you shotgun shells, a little bit more punch. And two high-grade gunpowders combined will give you mag ammo. which is very powerful. This is just a tabloid front page talking about, you know, Raccoon City, something that happened here before the outbreak occurred, and they didn't know why. They found someone that had basically killed someone else and was munching on them. So let us continue with our task.
Me again. You topside yet?
Working on it. So what's the plan?
The old tanks got me clearing the tracks. You mind getting the subway infrastructure back online?
And how do I do that?
Let's start by restoring power. I'll navigate you to the substation once you hit the main road.
Copy that. Let's do this fast.
Okay, so your job is to get the subway station back online so they can move on and continue and get those civilians out of here safely. These are green herbs. This is another thing that you'll be crafting a lot of. Okay, a green herb by itself will restore some of your health, a very small part. 2 green herbs combined will restore a little bit more of your health. Okay, a red herb by itself basically does nothing. A red herb multiplies the effect of a different herb. So a red herb combined with a green herb will restore all of your health, and that's what they are there for. There's a gunpowder for crafting ammunition and another gunpowder. These are item boxes. Anything you see marked with a yellow tape is an item box that can be busted and the contents gathered. If you ever see one of these yellow locks, you need a lockpick to be able to get into it. I don't have that yet. I actually do. It's unlocked in this box over here. However, we're going to play through it as if we don't have it yet. So, without that lockpick, I can't get in. You will find these placed strategically throughout the game. These are typewriters, and this is where you save your game. Done deal. All right. These pouches are normally not here yet, but I'm going to go ahead and gather them just to kind of help make my playthrough a little bit easier. So as you can see, I've got tons of items in my storage box. However, like I mentioned before, we're going to play through this as if, you know, I haven't been through it yet. So the thing about these storage boxes is apparently there's a totally different dimension, because you'll run into several of these throughout this game in different locations. But the cool thing is, if I store something in this box as of right now, then I can go to a different box later and pick it up. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the way it works. And a huge part of this game is item inventory management. As you can see, before I picked up those 2 pouches, I could only carry, as of right now, I can carry 12. But before, I could only carry 8 items at one time. So if I had only one more slot left, let's say I picked something else up, I would be unable to pick anything else up until I did something with the items in my inventory. So there's a lot of running back to a storage box to drop things off, or, you know, craft items in order to make room for something else, to be able to get, you know, pick up other items. Looting and item inventory management is a huge part of any Resident Evil game. So I'm going to show you real quick. Obviously, this is 2 standard gunpowders. I'm going to combine them to make handgun ammunition. Now I have 2 green herbs, 1 red herb. So I can combine these 2 and it would give me a little bit of health, or I can combine a green herb with a red herb, which is going to give me a full health refill, basically. Now I have another one, so I'm going to hold on to that until I either take a small amount of damage and I want something that can, you know, heal that, or until I find another red herb to combine it with. So at this point, I've got the original handgun, the original knife, a few shells for said handgun, 1 restore of full health, and 1 green herb. And that's been a full 30-minute video, guys. We're going to drop off here. We'll pick up directly from this spot where we left off on the next video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or ring that bell. And I'll see you again next time. You guys stay safe out there and take care of one another.